Hey gang, I'm Jamie from Jamie McKagan Fitness. Thank you so much for clicking on this thumbnail and choosing to do this 40-minute beginner's strength workout with me. For this session, you are going to need a chair and you are going to need a mat. But wait, don't turn off if the mat puts you off, because it is only for one exercise and there is a standing alternative. Now, I'm sure that you've all read, especially for any women watching, in the last 10 years, there's been a lot more written about the importance of strength training for women. But sometimes we just don't know where to start with dumbbells or kettlebells. And in fact, we just want to start with good old body weight. Now, I've included a chair because that is really going to help you lock in form and build that base level of strength before you put away the chair, maybe, and move on to unassisted body weight work. Each exercise, and there's 11, is going to be performed for 1 minute, and we're going to repeat them twice. As I said to you, the mat-based exercise, there's an alternative for, and there's plenty of time to rest and take a break. And of course, you don't have to do the full minute. If you want to stop after 40 seconds or whatever, you absolutely can, and then join back in. Before any of that, we're going to do an appropriate warm-up. Now, I've chosen some music as background music today. In our main session, we're not going to be working to the beat, but in the warm-up, I am going to work to the beat. So let me press play, you move back into your space, and let's get warmed up. Here we go. Feet a little bit wider than hip width, a little bend in the knee, a little brace of the core, and I'll come on to that more in a moment. Arms by your side, we take a backward shoulder roll. Let's go. 7, 6, nice. Lifting the elbows, 4, as well as the shoulders. 3, 2 more, 2. Now shrug your shoulders to your ears all the way up. Press down, lovely. Press down. We carry a lot of tension in our shoulders. Squeezing them up and pressing them down, but just help release it. Let's have 2 more. Change the backward roll to a forward roll. Come forward. Nice. 6 more, please. Now this might feel a little bit alien going forwards because we normally roll backwards. It is lovely. 2 more. 2. Reach your arms overhead. Reach, pull your elbows down. Nice. Reach, pull your elbows down. As you do this, I want you to squeeze just below and behind your armpit with that pull down. Let's keep going. 8, squeeze. 7, nice. 6. So we're starting to establish that mind-muscle connection, which is really important for strength training. We'll have 2 more. Now you're going to come with me with a reach in front, pull back. Let's go. Reach in front. Elbows to the back of the room. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Squeeze. So we're warming up the back. Lovely. Woo. Now let's have 4 overhead. 4. Squeeze. 3. You might start to feel it slightly warm in your back. Reach in front. Perfect. 2 more. 2, side bend to your right, arms by your side, side bend, not too quick. Center. Now keep your hips fairly level, so the stretch comes through the side of the midsection as opposed to my hips kicking out like so. Keep going. Side bend. Slide in my hand down the outside of my thigh. Lovely. Let's have 2 more. Woo. 1 more. Perfect. Now, watch me. I tuck my pelvis under, I come back to center. I push it back, I return to center. So I tuck it all the way under, center. I push it back, center. Now this is a lovely mobilization movement for the lumbar spine, the lower back. A lot of people get discomfort in the lower back. So it's good to mobilise it, and it feels nice. So I tuck it all the way under. Now as you tuck it under, become aware of your tummy tightening. So let's do that once more. So I tuck it under, I can feel my tummy tightening, and then I push back. Good. Let's take a little half squat, just a little half squat. 1, 2, and up. Nice. 1, 2, and my hips are going back. Just to warm up. We don't have to go super low. Down. and up. Keep going. Hips back. Ooh, down. Good. Think about pressing the floor away with your feet as you come back to standing. Down. Up. Good. Down. Can you get a little bit lower? Just a little bit lower. Down. Good. Up. Ooh. Press the floor away. Squeeze into the glutes. Well done. Now watch. Tap. 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 Come with me. So I'm just warming up the outside of my hip. Keep going. Tap. 7, 6, 5. We're going to change sides. 2, 1. Change. Tap. Tap. Squeeze into the outside of the hip. Woo! Keep going. We'll have 8 more. 8, 7, 6. Now instead of tapping forward, right leg taps back. Off we go. Tap back. Now squeeze into the glute. There we go. Tap. Tap. Nice. 8 more. Can you just push in front of me at the same time? 4, 3, 2, change. Push. Push. Also, my supporting leg, little bend in the knee. Squeeze the glute. Squeeze it. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, march please. March. Now pump the arms. We've warmed up the shoulders. We've had a little side bend. We've done some lumbar mobilisation outside of the hip, and we've done a lovely squat. Now, let's look at the whole spine. I'll watch. Forward, open. So I round forward, and then I open. Come with me. Round forward, and open. It's a lovely one. Round. It's so important to warm up the spine, the associated musculature. Well done. Woo! Keep going. Forward. Back. One more please. Forward. Right heel. Heel, ball of the foot. Heel, ball of the foot. Or heel toe, we want to call it. So warming up the ankle. We'll do 4 more. 4. Now this is what people forget. 2 more. 2. Come to the ball of the foot and draw a circle. Warming up the ankle. So ankle mobility is super important. Change direction. Squats, lunges, 2 more. Now left leg, heel toe. Let's go. Heel, toe, heel. And also as you pull your toe back towards you when you press your heel, you've got a nice stretch in the calf as well. 2 more. 2. Now ball of the foot and draw that circle. Lovely. 3. 2. 1. Let's go the other way. Round we go. Good. 3, 2, 1. Feet hip width. I hinge. I squeeze up. So 2 basic lower body movement patterns. There's a squat and a hinge. All I'm doing here is pushing my butt back. So I'm hinging from my hip, push it back. Still with a little bend in the knee. There we go. Nice flat back. Now you can have your hands on your hips to start, or you can take them up by your ears, but keep your elbows out wide. So elbows in line with your ears. Good. Want to feel a stretch down the hamstrings here, so back of the thighs. I want you to think that you're shutting a car door with your butt. I mean, you'd do it with a little bit more dynamism than that, wouldn't you? But you know, you get the point. Hinge. Up. Lovely. 4 more. Butt goes back. Up. 3 more. Woo! Let's take 2 more. 2. Wow. 1 more. Nice. March it out. Okay. We are warm. We're ready to go. Let's get in to our exercises, gang. 11 exercises. Exercise 1 is a basic squat. We already know that our butt is going to go back. We're not going to sink straight to the floor. We're going to take the hips back and down. We're going to use the chair as an assist. So you want a chair, and when you're sitting on it, your feet touch the floor. I don't want your feet to be lifted up, so not a high chair. The lower the chair, the more challenging it's going to be, I'll tell you that. Okay, options here. You can use your hands to begin with to push yourself up from the chair. So we go down and I push myself up. As we become more proficient, you can keep your arms in front. Squat down and up. Now you can take your weight completely on the chair and stand back up, or as you get more proficient, you can just touch your butt on the chair and then immediately come back up. We're going to go for 1 minute of these squats. I'm going to flip through those different levels and talk to you about some form. Okay, gang, are you ready? And in 4, 3, 2, let's go. So squats, either pushing yourself back up with your hands or hands free. There we go. So I want to keep a slight core engagement. I spoke about that at the beginning. What does that mean? Well, if you can imagine, I like this analogy, it's my favourite one. So you're standing in goal and there's a big football coming for your tummy and your arms are pinned back. You would squeeze your tummy, wouldn't you? Involuntarily, you wouldn't even be able to help it. You'd squeeze really tight. And that's 100% squeeze. And that is too much to have for the whole of this workout. So with that 100% squeeze, we're just going to relax it down to about 20 to 30%. And we're going to hold that squeeze while we do our exercises. That protects our spine and that makes the movement safer and more efficient. You have got 5 seconds to go. Let's have one more squat. 2, 1. Well done. Shake your legs. We're going to move to a sumo squat. So that's a basic lower body exercise there. A squat. It's going to get the quads, the glutes, the hamstrings. Now let's move to a sumo squat. Before I said to you, your hips are going to go back. This time, you're going to take your hips straight to the floor. Feet are nice and wide. Toes are going to point out to the corners. Come behind your chair and hold the back of your chair. Pressing your knees back as we squat. I lower down as low as you can and then I squeeze up. Now we're going to get a lot more inner thigh here. So let me face you with no chair. I've gone wide. I go straight down. It's not that. Straight to the floor and then I squeeze my inner thigh and I come back up. But look at my toes. They're pointed. Corners of the room, not forward. Okay. So come behind your chair. Nice and wide. Toes. And in. 4, 3, 2, let's go. Sumo squat in your own time. Think about pressing your knees back. As I say, squeezing to the inner thigh and also squeeze into the outside of the glutes. There we go, as low as you can. And remember, you can take a break whenever you want. Now, for the best results for your strength training, your targeted strength training, we want to slow the movements down. We don't want to rush anything. So don't feel, oh, I have to do 50 reps in this minute. Nice and slow. And the work here is happening both on the descent and the ascent, but mainly on the ascent. So as I come up, I want to exhale on the effort. You've got 10 seconds. So inhale down, exhale up. Lovely. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Shake your legs. So we've had 2 lower body exercises and we've got all the muscles in the lower body. We're going to move to push-ups. Don't turn off because I've got options. Option 1, you're going to come to a wall. Extend your hands directly out from your chest. Place your palms on the wall and just step back so you're at a slight angle. From here I bend my elbows, head moves towards the wall and then I press away. Please feel confident because I don't want your head to go crashing into the wall. Now option 2 is an incline push-up. We're going to use our chair and we come back, same principle, bend my elbows, lower my chest and I push up. So you choose which one you want to do. I'm going to do both in this next minute. If you want to do a full push-up on the floor, feel free. Totally up to you. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2, 1. Let's go. So inhale as we lower, exhale as we push away. And I want you to go as close to the wall as you can. My mic is preventing me going any closer. You're going to take your forehead just away from the wall. Exhale, push away. And what are you doing with your core? That is right, it is that 20 to 30% engagement. Keep going, please. So you're either on the wall or you're on your chair. Make sure your chair is nice and stable. It's not going to shoot out from underneath you. Inhale down, exhale up. So we have got a core exercise, upper body exercise with this push-up. Make sure we're not sagging in the lower back. 8 seconds, please. And we're going as low as we can. 2, 1. Well done. Come up. Take a little shake. We are 3 exercises in. Okay, exercise 4. Tricep dips. Now, check this out. You're going to like this. So you might have seen people doing tricep dips. Let's go with a bent knee like this. Now you absolutely don't have to do that today. We can start like so, and all you're going to do, got a little bend in my elbow, straighten your arms. And that is how we're going to start a tricep dip. And as we feel stronger, we move our butts off the chair, we go down a little bit, then we go down lower and lower. So tricep dip, I'm going to start on the chair with you, 20 to 30% core engagement. We're aiming to work in the back of the upper arms. That's where we want to feel it. And in 4, 3, 2, let's go. So we can start here. I sit down and I exhale, straighten my arms. Really nice way to start. You may want to get slightly lower chair for this. So the lower the chair, if I can get my hips below the level of my knees, going to have a greater range to work over. When you feel confident, you can take your butt off the chair and we can just dip a small range here. Keep going. Everything's for a minute. And don't forget, if you think, oh, that's enough now, you can stop at any time, 20 seconds. Squeeze it into the back of the upper arm as you come out of that tricep dip. Perfect, perfect. So this is a full body routine. And you have got 8 seconds to go. Whew. And in 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Shake your arms. Perfect. Okay, let's do some more work into the side of our glutes. So let me come to the side of the chair to show you, but you can come both hands on the chair if that's better for you. Left leg, I'm going to bend my knee, point my toe. I want you to lift your leg out to the side, just a few inches off as high as you can. So that's as high as I can go. I'm going to come down a few inches. From here, I'm going to come about halfway back down and squeeze it back up. I'm not going to come all the way. So I'm just going to work the top half of that range. A little bend in the supporting knee, and I've got the chair. So everyone lift their leg up, a little bend in that supporting knee, and in 3, 2, 1. I go halfway down, squeeze all the way up. Woo. Thinking about squeezing into the outside of that glute. Squeeze. You put your fingers there and you can feel those fibres contracting. Keep that toe pointed. And my knee directly to the side of my body. Excellent. Keep going. So you will also start to feel this in that supporting leg. I want you to think about pulling up nice and tall. We've still got that 20 to 30% engagement of the core. I don't want to sink down into my pelvis. Pull, pull, pull. Good. Don't lock that right leg out though. Chest lifted. Here we go. Lovely. Dual purpose exercise here. We're feeling nice and strong. Might be that you feel it more in this leg, but you've only got 3 seconds. 2, 1. Well done. Relax. So, we worked the left leg. Here is your floor exercise. Grab a mat if you wish one. Let me come this way round. We are going to work the moving leg. Yet again is the left leg. 4-point kneeling position. All I'm going to do with my left leg is point the toe, extend it out behind me, squeezing the glute, come back to the starting position. I'm going to add in the opposite arm, thumb to ceiling. Now I want you to think about reaching as well as lifting. So I'm reaching for those two walls and then coming back to center. Now if you don't want to do that, I'd like you to stand up, hold the chair with your left hand, and you want to do that standing. Standing. Everyone happy? I'll start standing. 4, 3, 2, let's go. So we're reaching opposite arm and leg. Opposite arm and leg. Core strength, stability into the glutes. Now I don't want you to lift that leg so high that you hyperextend through your lumbar spine. Keep going, please. Well done. Nearly there. At halfway. Nearly there, Jamie. Wow. Halfway. Keep going, please. Squeeze it in your own time. So I want bags of control here. Keeping your hips and shoulders squared to the floor. So we don't want any rotation. So bags of core stability. Keep going. If you're in that 4-point kneeling position, thinking about drawing your belly button up towards the ceiling. Woo! Nearly there. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Relax. Take a little sink back, hips to heels. If you're standing up, pull alternating knees to chest. Have a little stretch out there. Okay, next exercise. Everyone to their feet. Grab your chair. Bit of balance here. Super simple. Tap, down, tap, down. Balance, core. Knee is lifting. I want you to focus on feeling your abs engaging with that knee lift. Hands can be on your hips or out to the side, or you can hold a wall. And in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Tap in the chair. Perfect. You can come fingers to ear. Totally up to you. Tap. But nice and controlled. 20 to 30% contraction through the core. I can feel my abdominals working as I lift to tap. Keep tapping. Down. Tapping. Down. Woo! Yes. Well done. Tap. Nice. Who doesn't like a bit of core work? You've got just over 20 seconds to go. Again, still pulling up nice and tall. No need to rush. 15 seconds. Well done. 10 seconds, guys. Ooh. It's not easy. And in 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Okay, we're going to do that leg lift on the other side now. So, pointing the toe, little bend in the knee. I lift as high as I can. I come down a few inches. That's my starting point. I drop to halfway. I squeeze back up. I'm keeping nice and strong through my body. And when I lift, I'm not letting my body tilt. Join me in 4, 3, 2, let's go. Woo, 1 minute. We're not working to the beat. And you can take a break whenever you need. So this should be the opposite leg to the one you initially did. So if you weren't mirroring me, hopefully you can remember which one it was. So this is the right leg we're working now. Squeezing up and lowering halfway down. Loads of control. We're going to start to feel it in that supporting leg. And that is A-OK. We know we're going into our Superman exercise after this. It's our mat-based exercise, and our working leg is still going to be our right leg. So working into the abductors here. Squeezing up, halfway down. Nice and strong in that supporting leg. You have got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Chair to the side. Now you know you can do this standing, or you can come to the floor in that 4-point position. Right leg, left arm, let's go. So I'm reaching as well as lifting. Reaching as well as lifting. There we go. 1 minute. Pulling that belly button up. Keeping that core nice and braced. We've got 2 more exercises to go after this. And then we repeat. That is your beginner's strength workout in Sue-Well. So if you can lock in these basic exercises, everyone, when you start to add weight, you will have good form, you will have an understanding. There is no need to rush. Build up slowly but surely. You are always far better to do that, in my opinion. Staying injury free, slowly but surely, and relax. Well done. Come to your feet. Grab your chair. Sit down. We did it in the warm-up. Still with a brace in the corner. I don't want you to lounge back in the chair. I want you to sit up nice and tall. Feet placed on the floor. We take a side bend, center, side bend, center, and in. 2, 1, let's go. Well done. So I'm reaching down. Now sitting down helps your hips remain fixed. Please keep going. So when I'm standing, there's a tendency for this to happen. Then I can feel the stretch coming through my lateral hip. I don't want that. I want the hips to stay relatively still. Then I can feel it in the oblique, so the side of my midsection. Keep going. One side to the other. Feet must remain in contact with the floor. If your chair is too high. You got a suggestion? Well, you could saw the legs. You can buy a smaller chair. You can do it standing. Keep going. Well done. Waiting for you to give a suggestion, Jamie, as the fitness instructor. So we want to start to feel it in the sides of the body. 8 seconds. So as I come back to that straight position, I'm squeezing into the left side. There we go. And now squeezing into the right. And break. We're going to finish with a core exercise. It is a knee tuck, so you may have seen these done on the floor. We're going to do them on a chair. So let me come side on for you. So I shuffle my butt a little bit further forward. I'm going to place my hands behind me. I'm going to extend both legs, just still with a little bend in the knee, and let's work the right leg only. I'm going to squeeze the knee up and then extend. I'm not going to put the heel on the floor. Squeeze, extend, squeeze, and I am moving my upper body as well. So I'm bringing knee to chest. 4, 3, 2, come with me now. So, core exercise. I want to keep that core, what do I say? 20 to 30% braced. That is right. Keep going, please. Keep going. Squeeze. Squeeze. Now, you might start to feel it in the hip flexor. So at the top front of your thigh, we want to take that feeling away from the hip flexor, which will happen when we get strong. We want to translate it into the abs, move it up to the abs. So squeeze the abs. Well done. Keep going. You are halfway through this minute. Now we're staying on the right leg. The next time we swing through these exercises, we will work the left leg. So little knee tuck there. Perfect. You are nearly there. You've got 10 seconds to go. Wow, 8 seconds to go. Keep squeezing and in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Have a little stand up. Let's have a stretch of that hip flexor. Now, all we've got to do, gang, is go through that again. A minute for each of those exercises and you are done. Release that leg. So, we know we start with our squats. Assisted or non-assisted, come in front of your chair and in. 5, 6, 7, let's go. So we can sit down, use the chair, push back up. Ooh, oh, lovely reach in front with the arms. and stand back up. We can take the whole weight on the chair, or we can just have a little touch and then back up. Nice. Pressing through the feet. So press the floor away. Good, good. Now, you'll be thinking, when I see people squat, they're standing with their feet a little bit wider. Absolutely. For the beginners, I want you to stand how you feel most balanced. You can do squats in a mid stance. You can do squats in a wide stance like we did for our sumo. Or you can do squats in a narrower stance. So there isn't a right or wrong way. For the purposes of this workout, whatever you feel more comfortable. We're nearly there. We've got 3, 2, 1. Well done. Come behind your chair for your sumo. So this is your wide squat. We're going to take the hips straight to the floor. Feet go wide, toes to the corners. Hold on to the back of the chair. 2, 1. Let's go. We squat down. Knees press back. And then we're squeezing into the inner thigh to come back up. Perfect. We're not rushing anything. I want to focus on, rather than the amount of reps, the quality of the reps that we are doing. And that is another mistake that can be made. Going for quantity over quality. We don't want to do that. And when you're done, you're done. You can just take a break. That's not a problem. If you're still with me, fantastic. We've got 20 more seconds. Push-ups are coming up next. We're going as low as we can, so we're asking those muscle fibers to contract across a big range. 8 seconds to go. Woo! And in 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. We've got our push-ups next. So wall or chair. I shall start with the wall and then I'll come to the chair. And in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We bend the elbows. Got that little brace of the core. So we know this is a core upper body exercise. Taking my forehead towards the wall. Or you are on your chair. Keep going. We're in the minute. Well done. Woo! Coming up to halfway. Perfect. Now, push-up is an absolutely fantastic exercise and it is well worth mastering. You are over halfway. Stay with it, please. Let's see it through to the end. Come on, gang. You are 3/4 of the way through, approximately. The last time you've got to do them as well. Keep going, keep going. Wow. Nearly there. Let's have 2 more. 2 more, whatever your tempo. And break. Perfect. Tricep dips. So, focusing in now, back of the upper arms. You can use the chair, pushing, lowering, or you can take your butt slightly off the chair. And in 2, 1, let's go. Wow. So really think about squeezing. Keep going, please, into the back of the upper arm. And once you feel confident with that, just take my butt slightly off the chair and I just go down just a few inches. Woo. And then I can take it further and further down. I can straighten my legs to make it more challenging. There's places to take it. Still using that chair. Keep going, keep going. You are over halfway. Perfect. I really want you to start feeling some warmth in the back of your upper arm. I can. Woo! Wow. You've got 10 seconds, 8 seconds. We can all do 2 more. 1 more. Wow. Butt on the chair. I could feel that. Give your arms a shake. Okay, let's focus in on the abductors, side of the glute. So, you can have both hands on your chair. You can come behind or you can come to the side. A little bend in the supporting knee. Pull up nice and tall. Pull out of your pelvis. Bend the knee. Point the toe. You're going to lift your knee as far as you can. come down a few inches, and from here we go halfway down, back up again. 4, 3, 2, let's go. Halfway down, squeeze back up. Perfect. And again, we're not rushing. We're not going to the beat of the music. We're just performing smooth, controlled movements. Straight out to the side. Please keep going. Just want to lift right out to that side. I don't want to let that knee creep forward. And I don't want to take it back. Now we can take it back. That is a movement, but that's not what I want you to do for this workout. Directly into the side. Well done. You're over halfway. Squeeze. So we don't want to lift so high that we start losing that nice form. You've got 15 seconds. I'm going to take it to the floor for our Superman. Left leg is the working leg, or we do it standing. And in. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Down we go. Left leg is working. We're thinking about lengthening and lifting. And in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Opposite arm lifts and lengthens, thumb to ceiling. Bringing my knee back in line with the supporting knee. 45 seconds to go. Core is engaged. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Squeeze the glute. You want your toes and your fingertips. You're trying to touch those walls. Reach, reach, reach. Stability. Woo. Nearly there, gang. Well over halfway. 15 seconds. And then we are to our feet. Nice exercise here that can be taken on or regressed. And in. 1. Come to your feet. Okay, this is your chair taps. So balance and core. Alternating feet, tap the chair, arms, sides, hips, hands, or you can use a wall. In 2, 1, let's go. Tap. Excellent. Again, you don't have to rush this. And in fact, I don't want you to make it more cardio. We're in the minute. I don't want you to make it more cardio and go as fast as you can. I want you to slow it down and feel it in your core. So as the knee lifts, you can feel it, especially in the lower part of your abs. There you go, a little tap down. Looking straight ahead. Finding that point to focus on. So if you can find an object that isn't moving to focus on, so that won't be your screens. Once you can see what I'm doing, look away from the screen, turn your body so you're not going to hurt your neck. Focus on that point, and that helps most people with their balance. As does extending your arm to the side. 10 seconds. Woo! 8 seconds. Stay with it. And we've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Well done. Okay, let's work into our abductors on the other side. Supporting leg, left leg, little bend in the knee. Pull up tall, pull out the hip, point the toe, bend the knee, lift all the way, come down. From here, we start now. Halfway down. Squeeze. Halfway down. Squeeze it. I love this one. So it's really important to work on the mind-muscle connection. So what do I mean by that? So firstly, a pet hate of mine would be, while strength training, would be watching the TV, or distracting yourself because then you're not focusing on what you're doing. So first I want you to focus on what you're doing. That's really important for injury prevention. But also, to really feel that muscle working, really become aware of it. See if you can squeeze it before you lift. So from that halfway point, squeeze, lift. Halfway, squeeze, lift. So you can turn it on and off. You can contract it at will if you like. And the stronger that mind-muscle connection, the more effective the exercise is going to be. We want to make the time that we exercise as effective as we can. 2, 1. Well done. A little bit long there. Okay, back to the floor. So we're working right leg, 4-point kneeling position. You've got your standing option. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, core braced. And in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Point your toe and we are lengthening. Arm and leg are lengthening. So it's a lifting and a lengthening, not just the lifting. So please keep going. So this is what can happen. We think, oh, it's just a lift. It's not that. It's a lift and a lengthen. Ooh. There we go. Excellent exercise that can look deceptively easy. So how smooth can you make the movement? Smooth as possible. And if you're standing, same principle applies. 15 seconds more, please. 12 seconds. Growing taller by the rep. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Knee down. Come to standing. Last 2 exercises. Look at that. Time's flown by. Sitting on the chair. Side bend, please. Arms by your sides. And in 2, 1. Let's go to the right. So feet must be flat on the floor. No swinging legs. And I'm working into the sides of the body. So as I squeeze up to my right, squeeze into the right side. Vice versa. Squeezing again. We want to slow it down. We want to become aware of the muscles that we're working. We want to feel them working. Basically, the more we can squeeze, the more we can make them contract, the more bang we're going to get for our butt. Now, do you all remember what the last exercise is? Do you remember what leg we worked? Keep going. 12 seconds. We're going to be working the left leg this time. 10 seconds. Reaching down to the floor, lifting through the chest. And in 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Well done. So, stay where you are. I'm just going to turn so you can see me. Scoot my butt a little bit further forward. Hands go behind me. I'm going to extend my legs, still with a little bend in the knee. And now left leg, knee in, straighten. Knee in and straighten. 2, 1. Let's go. Knee in, straighten. And again, it's not the amount of reps we do, it's the quality. We need to squeeze and we're bringing chest to knee. Chest to knee. Well done. Now you keep going, please. I'm going to show you where we would be taking that exercise. This would be your knee tuck on the floor. We'd be aiming for a double knee tuck. And that is a nice place to start. Potentially, eventually, with our hands lifted. So all of these exercises can be progressed on. I wanted to show you that one because it might not have been obvious. You've got 20 seconds to go. And then you are out of here. Little cool down. And we have completed our 40-minute beginners strength workout. I think we're right on the money there other than the cool down, aren't we? We've got 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. Well done. Pop your chair away. Come to your feet. If you still want a balance, you might want to keep your chair for those purposes. But if you're happy to stand, freestanding. Are you happy to be freestanding? If you are, you don't need your chair. Let's just turn off our lovely disco soul and we'll have a lovely cool down. Gang, you've done really well. Please do leave me a comment if you've got anything you'd like to say. Let's pick up our left leg. We can use the wall for support, and I am focusing on bringing my heel to my glute, kneecap points to the floor, and then I push my hips through. Please keep stretching. Now, if that, let me see if I've got a long enough. I've got my swimsuit here, but you don't want to see that, so use this towel. So if you can't quite get to your ankle, you can use a towel or resistance band And that, I mean, that's not a very long towel, to be fair, but that'll just give you a little bit more there, so then you can bring that heel in. Now, it's important to push the hips through so we can feel the stretch down the front of the quad. So push the hips through and we're feeling it on that lifted leg. So left leg. Perfect. And we'll hold. 4, 3. Now if you're against the wall, no problem. Release that leg, pick it up and cross it over your right leg. So we feel nice and supported here. Bend into that right leg. So I'm taking a little squat and I want you to start to feel a stretch in that left glute. And if you want a little bit more, very mild pressure to the inside of that left knee. Opening up the hip, and that feels really nice. Please keep stretching. You of course have got an option to do that stretch on a chair. And that is how you would do that. So everyone's got a way to stretch. Nice. And in 2, 1. So let's do those stretches on the other side. So we're lifting the right leg and we're stretching the quad. With or without a wall, pushing our hips through, with or without using a towel or a band. Pulling up nice and tall. Now, don't skip the stretching at the end. I can tell you, not just from my training, but from personal experience as I've got older, stretching at the end, cooling down is your friend. 2, 1. So if you're standing, you pick that leg up, you cross it over, and we sink into that squat. Or we can come to the chair. And the chair is for support. I don't want you to think, oh, that means I'm not doing it properly. Not at all, it's for support. In fact, if anything, we get a slightly deeper stretch because we're not worried about our balance. So I've got that slight mild overpressure, if you wish, inside of the knee, and we're feeling it in the glute. And I've got that lovely opening out of the hip as well. And we're just holding it here for 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, beautiful. Everyone to their feet. Let's move the chair away. We've got a nice mid stance. So feet outside of my hips. Inhale, take your arms overhead and just reach, pull up nice and tall. So we're pulling out those hips again. And then I want you to reach with your right arm and then reach with your left. So we get a lovely stretch down the side of the body. Did all those side bends. You don't have to look to the ceiling. If that's not comfortable on your neck, keep looking straight ahead. That's absolutely fine. That's not for everyone. We reach. We reach. Good. 6 more. 5 more. Last 4. Let's go. 4, 3. And what did I say at the beginning about the spine? Super important to mobilize it as well as cool it down. Same exercise. So I reach in front, I cross my arms and that pulls my shoulder blades apart so I get a little bit of a stretch in my back as well. And then I open out forward. Lovely. Open out. Keep going forward. Open. Ooh. Let's do 2 more of these, please. Forward. Open. 1 more. Forward. And open. Just take a shoulder roll. Thank you so much for joining me for this 40-minute straight over with the cool down. No equipment, beginners strength session. Strength training is really important, as I said at the beginning, and it is worth spending the time getting the basics. So never feel pressured into lifting up dumbbells or kettlebells or whatever it might be to begin with. You're better off to nail the basics, and you can stick with body weight. You never have to pick up a weight if you don't want to. You can stick with body weight. It's your body, it's your training, and if you feel that's enough for you, then that is absolutely your decision, and that's perfect. So thank you for joining me. Please do, if you liked it, like the video. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more, and of course any comments, do let me know and I'll endeavour to come back to everybody. Guys, take care. I'll see you next time.